Hello you, welcome to Geekism. You join me as I vacantly stare into the abyss in a little home here in Creativerse. Let's bring the HUD back. And we do that, we press HUD, there we go. So it's launch day. It is Creativerse's launch day, although it hasn't actually launched yet. It's an American company, and I'm playing currently AM in the UK, so I've got a feeling it's going to launch at some point this afternoon, and they've said there might be a few goodies in launch, so hopefully this video will show you those a little bit later on as well. But there are people in here, there are people coming and playing in Geektopia. We have me, John T, Agrichag, B-Dog, Dunnikin, Varesh, there are others as well. Stokesies is here, Stokey, sorry, is here. There's a few others people, loads of names I recognise from the Geekism community, which is absolutely fantastic. I'm so glad that you come to join me playing this game. So I've done a little bit more work on the roof. It's a really long job, to be honest, so I'm just doing it in bits and bobs when I can be bothered, because there are other more important matters to press to. One of that is to carry on working on the hub. So we're going to have a little scoot over there. We're going to use this awesome glider to get us there a little bit quicker. You may well see a few people running around, and there's a few people looking for spots to... Oh my god, I'm nearly dead, look. Let's take a potion as soon as we land. Welcome to the Geektopia Community Hub. Enjoy your stay. There we go. So we'll just get down here and land. Still not looks great from the outside. Needs to do a bit of work on the outside, but it's looking pretty good from inside. We're really looking good. But one thing we can do is we can place down... There's something dying underneath there. How weird's that? We've obviously left a cavity there underneath, but I don't mind it. I think it looks quite cool. It was coming for me, but it's died. Okay. So, yeah, wiring tool. This is kind of one of the things that we need to get sorted for doing some awesome building. Here it is. I've got everything I need. Stone, rod, coal, and a bit of magnite that I found down in the ground. Now, I'm pretty sure that just now becomes... There we go. So now we've got tab. We can dig... sword or wiring tool. There we go. And this is kind of like redstone in Minecraft, but a lot more developed and a lot more with just a lot more you can do with it, basically. So we're going to get to that in a second. I didn't pick up, we have these let's have a look. Where is it? Under Tinker, is it? General, all this sort of stuff is open now. Ark Signs, there we go. We can use those to type text in, and it shows text. Now I've left those over at the base, so I'm going to go and grab them, and then I'll show you what I want to do with them. Oh! I just come back to get that sign, and look, there's a dude, a keeper, are they? Oh, this is Lyrical. Right, Lyrical's right next to me. Okay, great. Come here. Take all. There we go. I didn't notice that. Let's have a look on the map, so we can have a look on the map. We can see, oh yeah, Lyrical's home, that's good. It's a little close to me, to be honest, Lyrical, but I'll let you off, only because I know you. So I'm down here. Everyone else is a bit further out on the map, but Ottomanon, you can see there, it's gone a little bit north. Varesh has gone a little bit south. Dunnikin is over on the right there. We'll have, once they're all sorted out a little bit more, we will have a look around their bases and see what they've done. The other thing I wanted to show you is, I've set up a Beeswax Farm. And I don't know if there's a better way of doing this, but I just kind of had to play with it, and I realised that beeswax, you get something called the queen bee, which I believe is that one. No, it's not. One of them will be queen bee, or do we lose the queen bee when it grows? That's a bit irritating if we do, but it has given us loads of beeswax. Oh yeah, queen bee goes away. Oh, there's one. Okay, so we can refarm them, and basically, if you plant them down on top of grass, you get beeswax. Beeswax is super useful. It's basically the glue of the game. So anything that requires gluing together, some of the sort of further on developments will need either beeswax or melted beeswax. So I'm going to quickly. There may be a more efficient way of doing it, but this is literally just I've had a play around and thought, well, I might as well just fill a hole in the ground with leaves, which is exactly what's happened here. And we now have a beeswax farm. Farming is a big part of any of these sorts of games, really. It's one thing going out and gathering, but it really does help out to oh no, Stokies fell to their death. I think somebody else just joined in as well. Somebody say good morning. Morning, go and do number 9 face. Ripstokies, there we go. Okay, so let's put some, we've got 3 more queen bees. Now that's unfortunate they don't stay there. I was hoping we could just keep farming them. And I found that doing it in that pattern seems to give the best coverage. Okay. Right, and that's give us 4. Oh, wow, a whole stack. That's great. Okay, good. So the reason we came over here anyway was to get the Ark Signs. So let's have a look. We got all these goodies from the thank you code that was in for early access. So if you get here before the game officially launches, you can type in the code thank you. You'll get a load of goodies. I may have stayed up till 6 AM building my little treehouse. Awesome. We'll have to go and check it out. But one of the things you do get are, there we go, Ark Signs. That's what I want. So we'll take those over. There we go, let's get up there. Whoop. Yeah, I know Dunnikin and Agrajag stayed on for quite a while last night. Playing the game. It's one of those ones, it's a bit addictive. It really is. Once you get going, it is a little bit addictive. So let's get down here and have a figure out of how these Ark Signs work. So we can put them in the ground, I think. So what I was thinking is, all the way sort of down here, we kind of make sort of notices. So we can right-click it, can we? So what do we have to do? Click a hotspot to start wiring. Oh, N. Ah, there we go. Okay. So what's that done? Nothing. That's okay. So that's done nothing. That's great. So let's have a look. Input. So enabled. Can we type? We type stuff here, do we? Okay. So let's just type in test. And it says test. Okay. That's great. Now I'm sure it could be done bigger. Because, I mean, that's fine, but I'd like it to say, welcome to Geektopia, you know, sort of a bit grander. And I wonder if we can, build them into the ground as well. Let's have a look. So if I take one out of there and put it in. Okay, I'm going to do a bit of research. I'm going to do a little bit of research and figure this out. Okay, started figuring it out. Just about. So we can cover that up as well. Okay, great. So I've figured out how to put it in the ground and move it up. Basically, there's loads of little codes you can type into them. So offset 3 seems to move it up high enough so that you can set it 1 block lower than it should be, so to speak. And then we can also change the size of the text. So let's try that. Size is equal to, I don't know, 3. I don't know what the sort of numbers are yet. We're going to have to figure it out. So 3 makes it bigger. Yeah, so 1 is kind of standard. Oh, that's great. So let's make it a little bit bigger again and see what that's like. Yeah, 5's a pretty good sign. So that's what I was thinking. You know, just each row, there's a little bit of information that helps you as you move out. You know, sort of, welcome to Geektopia. This is the community hub. You know, move out 5 squares before you build. You know, that kind of thing. I think that could work quite nicely, and it will look pretty good and a little bit better than using just sort of wooden signs on the walls and things, I think. So that's that. Okay, cool. So let's just dive into here. So let's type in text size 4. Whoops. And then put that to welcome to. And then we'll change the text size. I'm assuming it just changes whatever's after it. So if we change the text size to 6 then, and type in Geektopia and learn to spell it. There we go. So we've saved that. Let's have a look. It does work, but it goes a little wide. Okay, but I think we can fix that. We can fix that, I think, with a command that we put at the top here, which is width equals, again, I'm going to put 2 and see what happens. Okay, so 2 is a little bit not wide enough. So let's try 4. Whoops. Okay, so 4's good. Welcome to Geektopia. Hurrah! How good does that look? And I think we'll probably just put the same on the other side as well. Okay, awesome. Welcome to Geektopia. Now, what else can we do? I think fonts we can't change. I mean, there's loads of stuff. So let's try this. Welcome to Geektopia. And then if we go back down to size 4. Whoops, size 4. And then put in curly brackets player name. But capitalised. Oh man, it's coming, my coding days are all coming back to me. Look at that! Welcome to Geektopia, Johnsy. How goes that? And I'm assuming that anyone who reads that, it will be their player name instead, as opposed to just somebody who's within the vicinity. I'm not sure. And the last thing I think we can do that makes it look pretty cool is we can change the colour of certain words. So, in the standard RGB format, so I'm assuming the colour is white to start off with. Let's try. Have we got American spelling? We have. So it's colour equals. Let's go for green and see what that looks like. We can find a nice RGB code. Welcome to Geektopia, but then it changes obviously everything after it. So we have to go in and change it back to white here. Colour equals white. Save. Oh yes, I love it. How good does that look? So there is welcome to Geektopia, Johnsy, and then we can put that sign back in and we can rotate it. There we are, and you would never know there was anything there. Welcome to Geektopia, Johnsy. So I'm thinking is something there, something here, and then out again. That's great. Ottoman's death statue was claimed. I'm glad to hear that your death statue was claimed. How good is that? Welcome to Geektopia, Johnsy. Oh, I'm really chuffed with that. It's a really nice thingy. It's time to slip into Mount Dirtbox. That sounds fantastic. Right, I'm going to do a couple of these then, with a few little rules and stuff on them, and then I'll show you the progress. Okay, finally figured it out. It took me a little while, but there's loads of different codes to make different colours, text and sizes and shapes and everything, so did a little bit of work. Quite a bit of time has passed actually. We did a live stream, we've opened it up, there's loads of people on the server, like 30 odd people have joined, there's about 15 on concurrently right now. It's doing really well, everyone's really enjoying themselves, so I'll show you what we've done. So we figured these out. So the idea is that as you walk down here now, we've got welcome to Geektopia, and it says the person's name. Enjoy your stay, be respectful, build one map tile away from claims, although that seems to go out the window. Don't forget, Geekism in the store gives free stuff. And then here, look at this. It looks like a movie. Look, we open up into the Geektopia community build. How good is that? And eventually, obviously, we'll have loads of buildings all around here. I've just realised we did a live stream before, and the chat was kind of in the way. So just sort of pulled it up, but I think I'll put it back to a decent spot now. There we go. That'll be about right. Okay, great. The other thing I've done is I've placed a beacon here. One, it's easy to find our way back, but also it's right in the middle of our community area. Okay, so we're going to do it. We're going to make a bit of a thing out of it. At the moment, it's just sitting on top of some obsidian, but we're going to make a nice sort of display or nice looking thing around there, I think. So it's all done. Which is great. The other thing is, so a few people have settled in. I apologise that it's night, sorry, but that's unfortunately when you've got a server that everyone's on. You know, it's very difficult to get everyone to sleep. So we're just going to have to fight our way through. So up, whoopsie daisy. I'm always doing that, pressing up instead of shift for a speed boost. So I'm going to show you just over here. We have a very useful area this way, I think it is. There we go. There's somebody's base on the right there. Yeah, okay, I know where I am now. I'm starting to recognise the scenery. Starting to recognise a little bit of the area we're going. We need to go up and over this hill here, actually. We're not going to be able to make it, so we'll have to land and go the old-fashioned way. Okay, common. We'll jump up and over here. I was just saying on the live stream, actually, one thing I'd really like to do is build a big platform that we can jump off to make it easy for us to fly around the place. And talking of flying around the place, that's where we're heading, right over there. Whee, there we go. And we're in the community mine shaft. Get your rocks off, honey. So here we go. We can now head down here. Me and Agra, thank you so much for your help. We caved all this out before and opened an area up, and you can now got multiple sort of offshoots. You can start working your way down any of them you want to, and people have come right down here. We're going to have to watch because there are so many nasties down here. But there's some there's a flamey thing there. You're going to try and attack me? No, you're going to let me live. That's fine, thank you. Come right down here into the fossil layer. We come down from fossil down into stalactite, and down from stalactite even further. On the live stream, we came down here, we found some iron, we found some diamond as well. I'm going to show you those in a moment. We came all the way down here, eventually to the lava layer. You'll see there's actually a temperature gauge here. We can't spend too long down here, it's just too hot. But down here, oh, we didn't find one of these things. Oh no, a hotfoot is very much doing us a wrong-un. We didn't find a hotfoot, we found diamond. Now, they're not mine. I'm gonna leave those. They are Agrajags has got some diamond down there. We found some. We took ours away, so now we have diamond, iron, and we've got some more obsidian as well. Hotfoots. These guys are nasty. We need, seriously need, some better armor. Which I think we'll go and look at doing now, actually, as soon as I can get out of this godforsaken place. There we go. Right, let's head back to base. Oh, and I'll show you the new roof. Oh, before I do, watch this. Coming out of the mine shaft. Ready? Oh, how good is that? I mean, I'm going to have to get rid of these rocks so that doesn't happen again. And we've got lots of bad guys heading after us, so we'll jump out the way of them. It's really satisfying. Like I say, yeah, I think like a platform for jumping off. There's a cool little base down here, look. Whose is this? Blazer's Zone. Blazer's built a cracking little house here. I won't go in. That's a bit rude when there's nobody about. Lovely little house on the lake. I love it. Let's carry on. As we come over here, you'll be able to see a really great view of the house. Speed around here. There you go. Whoops, as soon as we get through our zone. You see the house that we finished the roof off. It's maybe a little high actually, but overall I'm pretty happy with it. Let's just come here so we can see what's going on. The game has launched today. It launched at the start of this video. We were still in early access. Now we are in full launch, and one of the things they announced was that they've now released corner pieces for both stairs and for roofs, and they look awesome. So we still need to do a bit of work out here. We still need to do a bit of detail, but overall we're really starting to get somewhere. It looks really good inside now. We've put some beams up, we've put some lights up. Really happy with how it is. We've made a little area up here that we can use for some storage. So yeah, it's all coming along nicely. I've just wasted a potion. Good. Right. So what were we here to do? I can't even remember. We've got some. Oh, look at all this diamond and ore. Oh no, we don't want to do that. We want to put obsidian ore in. That's right. We haven't got much coal. Let's put hard lava in. Does it use 4 of them to make 1? Oh yeah, so that's not great. Uses 2 of those. 8 of those. Well, it's going to be coal then, isn't it? Okay. So once you've done infused crystal that you make, iron ore is the other one we need to do. There we go. So obsidian and iron is on the go. So what do we need for obsidian armor? Oh, we have a new lamp. A wood burning lamp. That's cool. Hopefully a little bit better than the iron one. Oh no, it's an actual full lamp. That's good. That's the first one of those we've got. There's other different ones. Red, yellow, blue. We just need dyes for. That's good. Architect torch. Gas lamp. They look nice. So we'll probably make up a few of those. But yes, let's have a look at this. We need obsidian, which we have. We need stone rod, leather, and mirror eyes. Stone rod, leather, and mirror eyes. Stone rod, leather, and mirror eyes. Stone. Okay, so it's all the same stuff. Luckily, we have loads of it. So mob drops, mirror. I say loads. We have 21, 85. We have Stone rods, somewhere 13 of them. We might need a few more of those, but that's not a problem if we do. In fact, we could probably get some of those going now. Stone rods, yeah. Oh, we've got some woods and stuff in there as well. Right, I'm going to put away these good bits, so to speak. Diamond and iron. Just in case we die and can't get back to our thingy. Okay, here we go. We've got everything we need, so let's make up some arm guards, chest plate, pauldron, and leggings, and that opens up iron. That we're going to need quite a bit of stuff for, but we've got some of this actually. We've got some feral pigsy fur, and we've got some warm worm tooths. So yeah, we're not a million miles away from iron, and then it's diamonds. That's going to be taking quite a little stuff. Here's a new thing as well: placemats, leather, stone rods, and twine. That's good for putting items onto tables and stuff. So do we have all that on now, or are we still wearing? Oh no, we're still wearing our leather at the minute. So let's put it on and see how we look. See if there's much of a difference. The answer is no, there isn't much of a difference. Although, oh no, the legs and the pauldron looks a bit more developed. The chest doesn't. It's just a slightly different belt. But we look the part anyway. So we'll use them. I think. I mean, we might as well use the leather until it's worn out, hadn't we? Really? Because I don't think there's much else you can do with it. So we'll keep hold of leather until we've run out of it. But we do need to work on some more storage. I do want to put some storage up there, but actually what I think I might do instead is work on the underground area of our base. But I am afraid that we'll have to wait until next time. Turned out this video ended up being a hell of a lot longer than I thought it was going to be, so I'm going to chop it into 2 parts. The next one of videos in the next day or two when we start work on our underground first area of the base. Until then, we can have a look at a couple of the cool things down here. Who's this? This is Magic Killer. It's a good start. This is a beautiful bit of scenery out here. Look, you've got this lovely beach. Oh, this really is such a pretty world that we're here on the in Geektopia. Right, thank you very much for watching. Hope you've enjoyed it. If you have, you can give us a like. It really does help out the channel. And if you're not already, don't forget to subscribe. Any thoughts, queries, or suggestions, pop them down in the comments. And if you fancy a chat, you can find me on Twitter. I'm at Jonty Sparrow. Look at these lovely flower pots somebody's made. What a good idea. Thanks very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.